Hold on, let me think on
Thoughts?
Let me soak in that before I say something I'm gonna regret.
Thoughts? Goddamn. Oh.
I mean, I can see where you're coming from.
Mhm.
Because, well, I mean, from my experience, I was always like, what if I could have someone better, you know?
Yes.
And my first relationship, I broke up with him because I literally was just bored.
Yes. That's most women.
Yeah.
They did a study about that. That's most women.
Well, I didn't even have sex with him, though. That's the thing.
Got you.
But actually, honestly, the reason I broke up with him is because he cried because I wouldn't fuck him. I was like, dude, come on.
Well, that's an actual multitude of layer thing. First of all, he showed that he was feminine or a bitch by crying. That's number one.
Yeah.
Number two, he showed that he was needy by even crying to begin with. Yeah. So that was number two.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's when I was like, peace out.
Yeah. So it was both of those actually.
Yeah, but I mean, I think women hold themselves to a higher pedestal than most people perceive them as most people do. You know, it's just ego.
AKA, women are delusional. Got you.
No, that's most people. Most people only or think about themselves first.
Well, that what you just said was true,
Yes.
But actually, most dudes undervalue themselves. Most women overvalue themselves.
That is true.
Yes.
That is definitely true. That's because, I mean, I don't know if it's because women are more emotional. I guess it would be if their emotions are higher, then they must perceive themselves more strongly, if that makes sense. Or they just feel more strongly about like how great they are. I don't know, or how hot they are.
Hell no.
I think
it's more so about social media. I think it's more so about results. If every single day you have tens of people, maybe even for some women, hundreds of thousands of people are telling you, oh my God, you're so beautiful. Oh my God, you're amazing. Oh my God, blah, blah, blah. You are going to be like, hey, I'm the shit.
Yeah,
like, I'm out here. But if you a dude and you don't get no messages, and you don't get no love, no bitches is hitting you up, even when you hit up other women, they don't hit you back. Guess what? You're going to feel, jaded. You're going to be like, man, like, my life sucks. I ain't got shit going on for myself.
I mean, yeah, with women, it's really luck of the draw. You're either beautiful and you can get all that validation and choose what type of man you want and have the desire to find someone who would be the best for you, you know?
What do you mean? Hold on. Because I actually disagree with that first part, but I understand the second part.
Well, I mean, if a woman is beautiful, more beautiful than most women, she naturally would have higher quality options because men predominantly look for a beautiful woman.
I agree then, yes.
But not as attractive women,
Ugly.
Unattractive. Skank bitches. I'm just kidding. But, the little gremlins out there, they literally can't do anything about it. Like, I mean, sure there's makeup.
No,
sure there's makeup.
That's
whatever.
cap.
I mean, ugly bitches still can do,
Hold on, let me be honest. It's ugly bitches that can go to the gym 24/7 and have the most banging body you have ever seen, and that in it of itself will be enough to get you a guy that you actually respect and you like. That is true. That's my point. So when it comes to women, you have it easier when it comes to just what we want from you, and you have it easier to obtain that. It's easier for you to be Barbie than it is for a man to be that man and He-Man type shit. So because to be He-Man, you have to look that way, you have to act that way, you have to talk that way, you have to be a leader, you have to have a certain status, certain money, etc. For a woman to be Barbie, you just gotta go to the gym consistently and fucking be disciplined about what you intake when it comes to food.
Yeah, I get that, but at the same time, I've just, seen, literally just from my dad, because my dad is literally Andrew Tate, bro. Like, my dad is
I'm young Andrew Tate right now. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, literally, my dad would probably fucking love you. Like,
Hey, shout out to AJ Dad. What are you doing?
Are we live?
Yes, I'm recording. Yeah, I'm recording.
Shit. Well, anyways, he's tons of money, whatever, but he's talked to me about this, how even though he's had so much sex and has all these beautiful women, his ex-fiance was a buckhead socialite.
What's up, bro? I need to meet you. Go ahead.
She was gorgeous.
When you invited me over?
And she could cook.
Keep avoiding the question.
And they had like a mansion in Dunwoody. They were happy, whatever, you know. And then he cheated on her. And now he's like just a bachelor again, having sex with a bunch of girls. He has his girlfriend. But he's
a faithful man right now. Okay, go ahead. He's a faithful man. Go ahead.
He literally tells me.
Oh, no. Anyway. Goddamn.
He's faithful as fuck.
All right, go ahead.
But yeah, he's not happy though. I don't know. I don't think he's as fulfilled as he would be if he had a real relationship with a woman and was not distracted by the idea of a different body or a different look. And I guess we can't change how men are. If that's how all men are, then fuck, that sucks for us, I guess.
Yes.
But I don't think that's how all men are. I think that's how men who have had certain life experiences are.
Let me turn this down. Now we about to get some shit again. Where are we at? Hold on, let me do it one more time.
City boy! City boy!
You cannot change what you cannot change. If you are a man and you are successful for a reason. And that reason is because you have an appetite. You have a stronger appetite than what you currently have. You can't pick and choose your appetite, though. I can't say, oh, I only want an appetite of more money and not an appetite of bitches. When you have a bigger appetite, you have a bigger appetite for everything in life. So I want people to understand that point of view. So if you want a guy that's successful, that makes a lot of money, that's one of those hustlers or go-getters, his appetite is going to be high. And since his appetite is high, his appetite for mostly everything is going to be high. Women need to truly understand that when they get into a guy that's successful. Now, you said something interesting about he's unhappy. My question, and this could be rhetorical because you don't have to answer. My question to you would be, how would you know he's unhappy? How would you know that he's actually not truly enjoying his life? How would you know that he doesn't feel fulfilled inside? And then my second follow-up question to whatever you answer, what that question would be, if that's the case, then he can easily find a girl that he loves, likes, and settle down. I'm thinking if you a guy that can get a lot of bitches, you in your mind can be like, you know what? I'm cool. I'm done. I made enough money. I made, blah, blah, blah. I just settle down with a house and a good girl and be good. In my eyes, he don't want to settle down because if he did, he would do it. But go ahead.
That is fair. And I mean, just from talking with him, he's told me before, like, he would be happier if he was in an actual like relationship or married again or something like that.
Tell him to come on my podcast. I'll dissect.
But shit. I lost it. This always happens.
It does, Anyway, when you're talking to your boy. Anyway, point is, if someone wants to be in a relationship, they're gonna find a way to be in a relationship. It's very obvious to me that he doesn't want to be in a relationship.
I was going to say, I do think he does want one, and he has one. He has his girlfriend. But I think, like I was saying earlier, his past experiences made him into that way, in a sense.
Okay.
Because he went through as a kid, bullied a lot, all that, went through divorce, all that, lots of BS, and porn addiction too, whatever. But because of that, he's not being able to hold a relationship together.
Okay.
Whereas look at his brother, who has been literally golden. Like, he's extremely faithful to his wife, has kids, has success, has all of that. He's very hungry. He's and very passionate about what he does.
How you know he's faithful?
Huh?
No, man, I don't want to get into your family business. Go ahead, continue. No, go ahead.
How do I know he's faithful? Don't
answer the question. Just go ahead.
He's Mormon.
Just go ahead.
They're Mormon.
I don't even know what that means.
Okay, well, that's where I come from. That's a whole other thing. But, there are so many men out there that are capable of being faithful even if they have success. And you might
Realistically
you
speaking,
have your idea of your Andrew Tate type person who is, or your not even him, just
I'm about to say no.
just
That's
any
not,
type of
yeah.
influencer that's come out in the past year or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them are putting on or expressing this lifestyle that they have, and because they are influencers, because they're influencing people, they have to be dramatic and controversial and all that in order to gain attention. But if you're just looking at people who make money, like dudes who make money.
This is cap. Where's my cap button? Like, what are you even talking about?
I really don't even know.
Jeff Bezos, all these fucking billionaires are leaving their wives, their wives are leaving them, and they going against somebody hotter. All these people that you see that are celebrities that make a lot of money are cheating.
Okay, that's what I'm saying though. That's celebrities. That's people that are influencing people.
Okay,
who
I got you.
Views.
I got you, and I understand that what you're saying. I wholeheartedly agree with what you're saying. But here's my point: if majority of these celebrities, etc., is doing that, don't you think the majority of the normal people are doing that? They just not getting caught doing that. They just not getting fucking exposed by doing that. They probably doing that on the slide and not getting caught.
I mean, I guess, but like I'm saying, like there's still a lot of faithful people out there, and I think we should be striving towards that instead of striving to be what these celebrities are doing. All this toxicity, all this shit for attention, all this greedy, gimme, all of that, Me personally, I just don't think that's the best message to send out to people. I think a better message is, a strong family, love, faithfulness, value, respect, all of that.
But the point is, and here's the point that you're missing, it's the women that are leaving that are destroying the families. It's the women that are leaving because men don't have enough money. The number one reason of divorce is finances, of shaky situations. That means that a woman is with a man and she loved him and he was the one, and then they got married and they may have kids, they may not have kids. And then down the line, the shaky situation of finances come up and they're not in a place to where she feels, aka secure, in that relationship because of finances, and she leaves. It's not men that are toxic. It's none of that. It's mostly women. So a better message would be for you to create a podcast and you to fucking tell women, hey, look, hoes, I know y'all want to be hoes, but y'all need to stay with y'all fucking families because y'all destroying the fucking society that we live in. Not the other way of telling men of stop wanting to have sex and all these other stuff that you were just saying, because it's actually, in essence, not the majority is not on men, it's on women. Now, do I agree that if you are a dude, that you should definitely have dick discipline, right? You shouldn't be just fucking anybody. And if you was in a relationship, you shouldn't be fucking at all, to be honest, anybody else besides who you with. But that's me speaking in the most ideal terms possible. Most dudes is going to cheat. like just straight up honest with you, especially in the world that we live in. Most dudes are going to cheat unless you're highly religious and you are highly person of God or that type of thing. Then I can see why you wouldn't. But most dudes are not that disciplined. Most dudes are not religious. So most people or most dudes are going to cheat, and most women are going to exercise their options of what they have. And if you're a dude that have a lot of status and a lot of money, you're going to exercise your options because now you're like, oh, shit, when I was young, I didn't get no play, or I got a little bit of play. Now I got money. Now I got status. Now I understand women. Now let me have my feel of women. And then after a certain point in time, hopefully you had your feel and you like, you know what? I understand what a good woman is. I want to have one good woman, or I want to have 2 or 3 good women, but I want to have a family, stay with that family unit, raise kids together, etc. That would be my point. It's a lot of times single mothers are single because them, not because of the dude, not because of the guys. It's because of the women. So that would be my ultimate argument about what you're saying about that message.
Well, I mean, that all makes sense, but...
But what? I'm waiting.
I mean, the message that you, Andrew, whatever...
You guys. you guys. Red pillars.
You have your idea of what a woman should be like, and you know that a woman should want the most successful man who's going to make her happy, Maybe success isn't a factor, but it usually is.
Most of the time it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
But why? So why would it be bad then for a woman to leave a man who isn't doing that for her? If there's kids involved, different story.
She's learning. She's learning what I'm going to say. That's crazy. You already know what I'm going to say. That's crazy.
Stay with your kids. What the fuck?
Yeah,
nah, mamas should never leave their babies ever. That's never, ever, ever okay.
Yeah.
But if it's just a relationship with no kids involved, then I don't see anything wrong with a woman leaving a man because she thinks she can find someone better.
Okay.
You know,
Nope. I understand what you're saying, and I would half agree. The only part I disagree with is if you are married. You made a fucking commitment. You literally signed on the dotted line and vowed in front of God that you are going to be with this nigga through worse. What's the vows? Through richer or for poor, for better. You literally said that, right? That means that, again, this is why I say women get triggered. So go ahead and hit me with the whatever button. I can't even find it right now. But most women are not honorable. Most women do not stick to their words. Most women do not take accountability. Most women are not going to stick with what they said in the past. They stick with how they feel in the moment. God damn, what the fuck just happened? Anyway, so when it comes to that, as a man, if you know that for a fact, and that's why I tell men, always be on your grind. Always be working out. Always get more money, etc. Always have options. And here's the part where things get a little bit shaky, right? Because for a man to have options, he have to talk to the bitches. He have to engage in some level to talk with them. I'm going to be quite honest. You may disagree with me at this point. This may be my personal take, right? I'd rather a dude have a woman that he loves, respects, whatever, blah, 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 that he's with, and talk to bitches on the side. Maybe he's not fucking them, but he's still talking to them on the side. Then a dude don't talk to no bitches and only focus on that one woman, and then that one woman leaving him and he commits suicide, or he kills her and the kids, or etc., or he shoots up schools, or whatever the fuck crazy ass case may be, because he feels like he has nothing left. I'd rather him feel like, you know what, she left. Fuck that bitch. I got fucking Stacy on the line ready right now. What up, Stacy? How you doing? I'd rather him have that than have the other, if that makes sense. So from me and my personal thing, that's why I tell people have the choice of options. But here's lies the problem. For a man to have those choice of options, you have to talk to these bitches. You have to communicate them to some level, because men go to women and women don't go to men. So for you always have options because you have Instagram. You always have options because you have Tinder. You always have options because you have social medias and people are going to hit you up and come to you. You can just go to the bar probably tonight. Huh? I
don't have Tinder. I got banned.
How you get banned from Tinder? What the fuck you was doing? Anyway, what the fuck?
Don't worry about it.
No, that might be a story for a different day. Anyway, point is...
Check the hat.
I don't even know what the fuck. Oh, the cookies? What the fuck, you stupid. Anyway, point is... I don't get it. Yeah, I don't know these terms. I'm sorry. I'm an older man.
I'll inform you after.
All right. Anyway, point is, I'd rather him go down that path than the path of he feel like he has nothing left and does some crazy shit.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's valid. That's definitely valid.
Yeah. No, but it's good. All right.
It's always just situational.
I agree. Everything in life is situational, but if you're a person that has a platform like I do, like Andrew Tate does, like etc., all these other YouTubers does, you have to speak in generalizations. You have to speak to the masses, so you can't go down to every single scenario.
I definitely get that. Yeah. I just think that, I already said this, I literally just think that the way that the message is given...
Gotcha. What? It doesn't matter. Men communicate directly. Women communicate indirectly. You shouldn't be worried about, how it's communicated. You should be worried about the actual message. Don't fuck how it's communicated. If I just be like, hey, look outside, the sky is fucking clear. And you're like, don't use the F word when you're talking to me. Versus I say, look outside, the sky is clear. It's the same message, the sky is clear. Versus, you said fucking, and I didn't like your tone for that first one, so I'm going to disregard the message versus the tone.
The thing is, everybody has emotions and everybody is going to react to the words that are being said.
True. That's true, but the message, it should override everything. That's my argument. The message should be
It
first.
It definitely should, but usually it isn't because people are so fucking emotional.
Yeah, I know. I'm talking to one right now. The fuck? What do you mean? She was triggered earlier.
Triggered?
You was triggered. What you mean?
Yeah, no, I definitely was.
What the fuck? Yeah, don't lie to people now. Go ahead.
Whatever. I don't even remember what I was saying.
She's like, I don't even remember what the fuck I was talking about. But anyway, point is, overall, what's wrong with society today is people are just too feminine. Men need to be men, women need to be women. I understand that we live in a point now where women have rights, etc. And I actually like that. I fuck with that, etc. But at the same exact time, you got to understand what comes with that. That's all I'm saying. Can we agree on something?
GG.
Thank you. God damn. Woo! What's your Instagram?
AJ on replay.
Oh my god. Behind the scenes was crazy. I don't even know what I'm gonna title this. What would I even title this behind the scenes? Feminist. Feminist versus Mr. Red Pill. I don't know. Fuck. Peace out, fellas.